Welcome to this week's Midweek Reflection, the second on a hymn. This week's hymn is also an Easter hymn, and one whose words I find particularly evocative and attuned to the season. Now the green blade riseth was first published in 1928, and it was specifically written to be paired with a tune of a French carol, Noël Novelette. The hymn writer was John MacLeod Campbell Crum, an Anglican vicar and theologian who rose to be a canon in Canterbury Cathedral. The vivid imagery of the hymn finds its inspiration in John's Gospel, where Jesus says to his disciples, "Truly I tell you, unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains a single grain. But if it dies, it bears much fruit." I also think Crum's life and experience also had a great influence on the sentiment of his hymn. He had known both joy and sorrow in his life. He found love in his 30s, and yet only 2 years after his marriage, his wife died in childbirth. She was only aged 21. I think this experience greatly shaped and moulded his hymn, and particularly his recovery from that experience. The third verse, which has always moved me, goes as follows. When our hearts are wintry, grieving, or in pain, your touch can call us back to life again. Fields of our hearts that dead and bare have been, love is come again, like wheat that springeth green. Anyone who has ever experienced loss of any kind, be it the death of a loved one, the breakup of a relationship, the ending of a chapter in one's life, anyone will know how awful and painful loss can be. It can leave us as good as dead. But correspondingly, when the days come when we can raise a little smile, when we can rekindle an interest, when we begin to enjoy living again, it's one of the most precious feelings in all the world. Of course, these words have particular resonance in the Easter season, when we remember a group of friends who'd given up everything to follow Jesus and to join his movement for a new vision of love and justice for the world. They too knew the trauma of loss. But the sense of love, the love of God made known in Jesus, through the love and compassion of other people, or sometimes that is mediated to us through the joys of nature and through time itself, these take away that sense of loss. They remind us of the love that brought us to birth and which sustains our very living. And that love does have the power to call us back to life again, even if we've known the depth of loss. When I hear that hymn and tune, and think particularly of the words of the third verse, of course, I bring to mind losses I've known in my own life. These experiences change us. But moreover, I remember the love of family and friends, the kindness of strangers, and the appreciation of the simple things in life and nature itself, which remind us how precious life is. And while we have it, how good it is to appreciate it and enjoy it. If you'll pardon the pun, these experiences in life sift out the wheat from the chaff, and they crystallise in our minds what really matters in life itself. So let us praise the one who gave us life, whose love sustains us and enfolds us, and who calls us to bring life and love to others, participating in the very life of the one who was laid in the earth, like a grain that sleeps unseen. But love is come again, like wheat that springeth green.